Champaign, Illinois, as we'll see the number 18 team in the country, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Illinois Fighting Illini. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Illinois about to kick it away to get things started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Nebraska... Cornhuskers offense takes the field. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sunday.
Yeah, these guys can both stress the defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, you know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. They'll try the run. Runs through a tackle. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42. The Huskers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. To the air, it's Raiola. Bringing the heat. Unleashes one. Connection to the right. Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take a...
Headed to the end zone, and you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Huskers!
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So Illinois' offense has the ball for the first time. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys.
And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
This offense already in the black zone, a little bit backed up. How do they want to respond? They come out to throw the football, be aggressive, and this defense was ready, and they got pressure on the quarterback and got a sack on the very first snap.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Not able to hook up the air, incomplete.
What what a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Clement. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big third down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here.
Gets it out to the 40-yard line. Give him 5 on that one. Illinois experienced a resurgence under Brett Bielema a year ago. He's been at 3 different power programs, but this was his best season in more than a decade, guys.
Yeah, and it seems like Bielema's got a recipe to win, and it's usually ground and pound. But how about
pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
What a fantastic play there from the linebacker position. You think about guys like Trev Alberts, Levante David, some of the Nebraska greats playing the linebacker spot. Those guys were able to run. And because of that, they could get to the quarterback when blitzing. This guy with his...
Turning it on! Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
Man, I want to be a running back in this offense. When you take that handoff to the right and you see that blocking and all the holes open up, that's a good sight for a running back.
You've heard of read and react. I think the defense read it. They just didn't react very well.
Well, when you got that kind of a line, just all that push they're getting on that right side, they just pushed the defensive lineman back, got in the linebacker's laps, and man, oh man, it was brutal up front.
Running to Green. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
Man, you've got to love the offense coming out with a plan. They're going to feed their running back. Great job featuring him, great job setting the physical tone, and they punched this defense right in the mouth and already got him back on their heels.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Love the play call on the RPO. That time the defender bites on the run fake, and that opens up the window for the slant coming in behind it. Nice job.
Looking downfield, it's Altmaier. Makes the grab. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Illini! They just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just wore down, just grinded away at that defense.
It took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense, because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got to be dominating in the trenches, and they are doing that in this game right now.
And he added the extra point. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. It's Bell. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Johnson. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Cornhuskers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Wrestled down at the 32 after a pickup of 5.
That's a great-looking run there. Nebraska's had such a great lineage at running back. When you think back to the great Roger Craig or Amon Green, Lawrence Phillips, Rex Burkhead, they always seem to be pumping somebody up into the NFL. This guy has a chance to play on Sunday because of his skills.
Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. And the Huskers are rolling down the field. Looking for a man. It's Raiola. Throws to the tight end. He's got it. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Hunter. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a pop.
Breaks into the open. We've seen this from this sophomore, so dangerous after he makes the grab. The Huskers are threatening on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And they tacked on the extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The Illinois offense returns to the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Looking to throw, it's Altmaier. Makes the catch, it's Dixon. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Luke Altmaier started his career as a backup to Matt Corral at Ole Miss, but man, did he blossom for the Fighting Illini. Had their best season in more than 20 years, and maybe more in store for him, Jesse. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, the offense is trying to get a big-time playmaker the ball out in space quickly with the wide receiver screen, but the defense is having none of it.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Back to throw, it's Raiola. Moving away from pressure. Slings it downfield. Got his man. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The Cornhuskers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Shoots it to the left. Got his man downfield. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Forced out of the pocket. Touchdown, Nebraska! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. This is where the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely that.
Back to pass, it's Altmaier. Complete to the right. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment. They've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
The Fighting Illini facing a 3rd and long to keep this drive alive. They just keep firing. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Here's the return. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
So now it's 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Raiola. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target.
There he goes! Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
Quickly to the tight end. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, first and goal. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Huskers! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, elation on one side, deflation on the other, in the hotly contested battle for the brass spittoon. Indiana is going to get out of Dodge with a win. It's a shave that might have been a little closer than Hoosiers fans wanted, but a road victory feels great no matter what the final score is. Really unexpected outcome in this intriguing Big Ten matchup, and the type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. With the catch, it's Clement. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. Illinois right back to the line. Looking to throw, it's Altmaier. Unloads to the wideout. Hauls it in. Knocked down at the 22. That's a first down, and they can still stop the clock.
They get the go route outside, and the quarterback was just licking his chops. He looked outside. He saw press man-to-man coverage, and he knew he had a win. If he could just be accurate with the throw, that was going to be an explosive play. You just could not draw that up any better.
From the 22 on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Barney. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. Offense in the hurry up. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires downfield. Complete to the right. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Timeout, Nebraska.
They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. To the air, it's Raiola. Just a short pass to the tight end. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
Makes the grab. It's Johnson. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good game.
And in this offense, you know, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big. Been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
And the Huskers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
Well, I can tell you haven't played the position. If you can't step into throws and you can't follow through, it obviously affects your accuracy. And I think the hit on the quarterback right there certainly contributed to that interception.
Looking to throw on first down. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect their quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. How about this defense making a statement to end the half with a sack? Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Catches it at the 30. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, you've been taking in a magnificent scene there today in Champaign. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Illinois offense returns to the field. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. It's like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing, with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Dropping back, it's Altmaier. Fires to the big fella. There he goes. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. It's as if this guy has morphed into Ndamukong Suh. He's dominating right now.
Man, Ndamukong Suh, one of the best players I've ever seen live. Just unbelievable. And this guy, if you're mentioned with Ndamukong Suh, you're having yourself a day. Getting a couple sacks, getting in the backfield, being that dominating presence.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. The snap sets up the throw. Fires deep toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. It is perfect. That cuts the lead down to 28-10. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. UCF is currently trailing in this one, but I've seen crazier things inside the bounce house. Trust me when I tell you that. On the field and off it. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Arkansas. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on it.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
You're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
He's going to run it. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Gets the back moving. Back to throw. It's Altmaier. Looking down the middle. Makes the catch. It's Clement. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chain. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Everybody and their brother showing blitz. Strong pass rush. Gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
There's a very high standard and a high bar when you're playing defense at Nebraska. You always hear people talk about the black shirts. Well, this guy right here, he fits into that because of his speed. You saw on that blitz, they had no shot of blocking him. He's able to get home to the quarterback to come up with a massive sack.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Illinois now facing 3rd and forever. He's looking to pass. They're setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. And that is just a spectacular punt, and he will pin them in the shadow of their own goalpost inside the 5. They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Runs through the tackle.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that.
It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. To the air, it's Raiola. Snagged in the middle, it's Key. Oh, he's got some space. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the fourth quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
Finds his man. It's Hunter. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
The Huskers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That was a nice catch right near the line of scrimmage. Man, you want to get some yak after the catch and try to make a play, but that defense was right on him. Got him on the ground too quick.
The Cornhuskers are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
Yeah, and if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
He is going nowhere, and this defense is manhandling this running game on the last couple of snaps. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got some work to do after that last play, 2nd and 13. That's caught. It's Hunter. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. In their vision of that play, someone would run free after making an easy catch. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to go except down.
Probably looked really good when they drew that one up on the board this week in practice, but obviously a lot more difficult to go out and execute. Give the defense credit. Great stop.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! And the route is on. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
The Illinois offense returns to the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Looking to pass. It's Altmaier. He lobs one high down the left side. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are. With
the catch, it's Arkin. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Illinois coming out with a 1st and 10. Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. He'll keep it himself. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
You know, this zone replay is something they rep over and over and over in practice. This guy can run it and execute it in his sleep. Good decision there keeping the football.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Yeah, and they get him again. This is a offense that you expect them to protect their guy. I mean, he is a dude that you know if you give him time, he's going to make plays, but this defense is making sure he's not getting that time.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. You know, people like to make fun of quarterbacks, call them soft. They're nuts. He knew he was going to get drilled and still deliver the ball.
And I love the fact that he knew where his answer was against that blitz. He saw man coverage on the back end of that and immediately knew where he had to go with the ball.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. The decision to go for it does not pan out. They want that clock to run. Turning it on! Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force-feed you the football to try and...
Gashes them in the middle. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Altmaier. Fires to the tight end. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Out of the gun to give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Here's a throw downfield late. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. They build their attack around those big plays, and they got one to give them a 1st and 10 in the red zone at the 18. Somehow fits it into a host of defenders. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.